Hi everyone, welcome back to Flourish with Emanuela. Today I'll be talking about some things that you just do not say. If the words that want to come out of your mouth is not kind, is not edifying, like the Bible said in Ephesians 2:29, that if don't let any unwholesome talk come out from your mouth unless it is edifying, except words that are edifying and ready to build up somebody. If the things that you want to say is not ready to build up, it's not kind, then you have no business saying it. I was fortunate, when I was growing up, my mother, taught me, right from infancy to be able to, be aware of the things that I say, be kind with your words. I had devotionals, I had books that encouraged me in this path, and I noticed that we live in a time, or rather a society, a generation where anybody can just say anything. While I'm going to be focusing on things that you don't tell new mothers, but we're going to be just focusing on talking about the things that you don't just say, the things that are not right to say, not only because they could sound thoughtless or insultive, but because if your words are not kind, you have no business saying it. So that's just what we'll be going into today. Let's go. Before I go into the words that you don't even tell new moms at all, I want to first start with some of the things people say. You can just meet somebody that you haven't seen for a very long time and you say, you're becoming too skinny, or is everything all right, or you're now fat. Take it easy. Now, while I feel like this is now a societal norm, it is wrong. You don't talk about people's weights. You have no idea what is going on. You can say kind words like, oh, you look radiant. If you feel like someone is really losing weight and you think everything could be all right, you can say things like, is there any way that you need support or you need help? I'm here for you. You just put it out there like a blank check. You don't have any business saying things that are offensive to people. Now, a lot of people are petty. There are people that God is still working on, and the way they will answer you, you will not like it. By the time someone that has put on a bit of weight, you tell them something and they tell you that, what about you? You look like you are quarter to go. Do you need some flesh, or do you need vitamins? I can give you some. Now, that kind of comeback is very painful, and a lot of times people don't know how to take what they are dishing out. But I'm here to tell you that if the words that are coming out of your mouth, they're not kind, they're not wholesome, you have no business saying it. Now, if you want to inquire of somebody and you feel like you're genuinely concerned, not because I'm a boy is doing you're genuinely concerned and you really want to know what's going on, then there's a way to ask. For example, you see that someone might be looking slimmer. It could be a weight loss thing, or they could look malnourished. You can say, is there any way I can sincerely support you? I'm here for you. And then you can follow up with calls, genuine concern, following up with calls, to get to know how that person is doing. I don't think it is hard to be kind. I feel like if you regard people, as yourself, if you look at people through the eyes of God, if you're able to see, people and treat them the way you would treat yourself, it's not hard to be kind, honestly. A lot of times, one thing that I've noticed is that people, tend to project. They tend to project their insecurities, their sadness, their frustrations on people. That's why you see a lot of very insensitive comments or bust outs that we have no business, that have no business in some certain scenarios or situations. So let your words be kind. Now, I'm going to the first things that you don't tell new moms. First thing is that, when is your tummy going to get down? Or you say words like, this your tummy is big, oh, I think you should go down. What will you be doing? Start tying it. Nobody asked you. This woman just came out. We all know how overwhelming it can be to be a new mother. If you do not know, go and read. That's why we have all these resources on Google and all that. You don't have any business making thoughtless comments. The only thing you can say, again, things that are edifying, supportive, and ready to build up this person. If you don't have anything kind to say, just don't say nothing. I teach Sunday school sometimes in my local church, DCC, and one thing I taught my babies right there, I told them, I said, there's a slogan. When I just say, if you don't have anything kind to say, they respond with so much vigor. They'll be like, shut it, and they do like this. So if you don't have anything kind to say, just shut it. If you don't have anything wholesome to say, shut it. You have no business commenting on a new mother's tummy. This person carried life for 9 months. I don't know how insensitive people can be, but sincerely, it is not nice. Don't go and collect it in one day. It's not nice. Another thing you don't tell new moms: when are you going back to work? What are you doing for work? I don't understand. Why don't you ask, are you getting the support that you need? How can I help? See, this kindness thing, I've been saying it's not hard. Why don't you say something else? But if you truly don't have the sense to say something, as better, like I just mentioned, then please shut it. Because you have no business asking a new mother, when are you going back to work? What are you doing for work? What are you doing for money? All these things. No. Right now, that person needs all the support. They don't have to be thinking about their life choices or their career goals or all that. A new life just came out of this person. There's a lot of things. This woman is trying to center herself. She's trying to balance. She's trying to find herself, at the same time care for a new baby, show up as a wife, and all that. If you have no support physically, verbally, or any other way to give, then again, Biko, keep quiet. Another thing I find, is unsolicited advice. If the mother doesn't ask you, please don't be giving advice like anyhow. Especially if you see where she's holding her baby or doing some things, and then you feel like what she's doing at that moment does not align with what you think is right. And I'm emphasis on what you think is right, because every child is different. And I believe that God puts these instincts in women, in mothers, to know exactly what each child needs. By the time you give birth to so many children, not all of them will be the same. Children are different, and you will need grace that's different for each and every one of them. My point is, you have no business giving unsolicited advice. I need you to know that you don't just offer. If a mother asks, or it comes into the conversation, and you hear something like, I don't really know how to handle this thing, you can start by, can I tell you some things that have worked for me? If the person says yes, then please go ahead. See, let the words that come out of your mouth be wholesome. My mommy taught me, I'm teaching my own babies, it's important that you learn it too. You're breastfeeding your child too much, or when will you breastfeed, or don't breastfeed past 1 year, or breastfeed past 2 years. It's not your breastfeeding, it's not your mouth, and it's not your breasts. Keep those things to yourself. There are people that genuinely want to breastfeed till their babies are 3. It's not your baby. So people like, you go spoil the pikin, you go spoil, the pikin will spoil. No, the pikin will not spoil because the person sucked their mommy's or their mommy's breast for so. No. Let people do what is comfortable for them. Don't be sitting in the seat of judgment every time. I don't get this. One thing that I've learned, over time, is if you have this thing that you can't control, to always want to sit on the seat of judgment over somebody's life, take your heart posture to God. There's something, that at the root of your heart, there's you're not content, you're not happy, because I am a firm believer that you give what you have. If truly you're a kind person, you give kindness. If you are confident in yourself, you will have no business trying to tear somebody else down. Do you understand? For example, you see a new mother and you're saying that, maybe just a week or a month after childbirth, and you're like, this your bottom is getting big, but you're not doing anything about it at all. The only reason you feel that this thing I just said is okay is because you have inferiority complex that you're dealing with. At the root of your heart, you are not confident, you are not content with your life, and then you're projecting. Because if you are, one thing that you know is that this person just went through a life-changing experience, and the only thing one of the things that you can't say would be to say that, well done, you look beautiful, you look radiant, well done. You don't even be focusing on the person's body, but because you feel that way, you're like, let me project so that all of us will feel miserable. But no, you lie. I'm here to tell you that take your heart posture to God. Let him deal with you, so that you don't have any business saying things you're not supposed to say. I'm of the opinion that one of the best things that you can do for somebody is to pray for them. There's this season in my life where I would very easily sit on the seat of judgment over somebody. I would say things like, that hair is not even fine, or look at the way the person is, and all that. And in my walk with Christ, I came to understand that the reason I felt that way at the time, I felt like it came easy for me to judge, or to want to criticize, or find something wrong in maybe somebody or anything around me, was because in my heart I was not happy. I was not content. So I'm not telling you this because I just want to talk. I'm telling you this because I've gone through it and God has delivered me. I'm one of the happiest people that you will meet, and I'm so positive. If you stay around me, I'll make you believe that you're the most beautiful person. I will make you believe that you can do anything. If you listen to me long enough, I will trick you into believing that there's no one as pretty as you are and that your body is perfect. Why? Because I came to the understanding of my of my worth in Christ. So when I say take your heart posture to God, it works. So that's why when I see someone being unkind with their words, I know where they're coming from. I see that nonsense from a mile off, and I need you to understand that it doesn't cost you anything to be kind. And if it's difficult for you, like I said, take your heart to God and see Him do wonders. He will heal your heart when you ask Him to. Because I can go on and on, but at the end of the day, what you give is what you receive. If you're the kind of person that's so critical, so judgmental, a lot of times that's the only thing that you will experience, whether it be in your work, your business. You won't your life will be surrounded with a lot of unsatisfactory events. The Bible said in Luke, I think Luke 6:31, that you should do unto others what you would have them do to you. This thing speaks. The Bible also said that what you sow, you will reap. If you understand that these things are true, you will carry your heart, take it to God, and going forward, you'll definitely be a changed person. Because the moment you say, Jesus, please just heal my heart, heal me of these things, He does hear. When I was growing up, I'm digressing a bit. I just want to give you guys an example. When I was growing up, I had, this thing where I was away from my parents because of, there wasn't money and all that for a while. And I remember when I moved to Lagos, my NYC and everything, there was this prayer that I prayed those years when I was really trying to, have my heart healed and everything. I told God, I said, restore my childhood. The time that I've lost with my siblings, restore it. I want to be with them again. I want to spend time with them. And God gave me almost like 8 years with them, and we're in the same house, and I missed out on all the things that I missed out growing up. God hears our prayers. I was able to do sibling stunts with them. I was able to do all the things that I felt like I missed out on all those years that were apart because of financial constraint. God did restore my childhood. And why I'm telling you this is I need you to know that when God heals the state of your heart, the words that come out of your mouth will be edifying. The Bible said that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So your heart needs to be right with God, so that the words that come out of your mouth will be edifying, will be nice, will be kind. Maybe in my next Monday videos, I will tell you guys about envy and jealousy and how God can help you heal your heart. Again, you need to know your worth in Christ, so that the words that come out of your mouth will be kind, will be edifying. You will not feel threatened by anything or anybody. And worse, you will not feel the need to tear anybody down with your words. I'll see you guys in my next video.